Good evening to all of you, and welcome to this session for interview guidance related to NHPC. Don't be surprised if you see terms like HPCL or GALE or any other terms. Don't worry. We are going to be talking about NHPC, and that is what is most important. Those of you who have joined on Zoom, they would have received a mail where I have given the links of two videos which are available in the Made Easy YouTube channel. Please watch them carefully, devote time without doing any other activity at that time, and go through the contents of that very carefully. It's important. The reason why I'm saying it is because in today's session, I want to spend more time in addressing some of your queries rather than keep covering something which is already available with you in the form of this video, which you can watch on the Made Easy YouTube channel, right? Clearly, when we are talking about any interview, particularly the PSU interviews, we have to be clear enough in our mind that we should align ourselves with what are the requirements of that PSU from interview perspective. See, certainly it is not the same as the interview for admission for MBA or for recruitment by private organization, or for that matter recruitment which takes place as a part of your campus recruitment process. It's completely different. And NHPC, is going to be conducting a psychometric test as well as the GD. And for the GD preparation, you have to join again tomorrow evening. That session will not be available on the YouTube live. That will be only available by invitation. So those of you who have joined from YouTube, you must send a mail. You must send a mail to me or to interviews@madeeasy.in so that you can be included in the invitation to be sent for tomorrow's session. It's important. It's important. That session will not be available on the YouTube channel. All right. Now, when we are preparing for any interview, the first and foremost is naturally we need to know about the organization per se, NHPC in this case. Read newspaper regularly. And here I'm talking about particularly in the context of power sector, right? There can be questions related to power sector in the NHPC interview. You know that NHPC is a major player in terms of hydropower generation. So very clearly, you need to be aligning yourself with what is the latest that is happening in terms of the developments in India about power sector in general, right? The expected coverage, obviously, dress, entry, exit, greeting, flow of questions, what to prepare in terms of subjects that's important for you, and how to handle some of the difficult questions. Now, when we say difficult question, we are talking about the non-tech questions or in your language, HR questions. ठीक है? एक चीज हमेशा ध्यान रखना, in any PSU interview, language is never the barrier. Language is never the barrier. अगर आप इंग्लिश में आंसर्स नहीं कर सकते हैं, डोंट वरी, यू कैन आंसर इन हिंदी, यू कैन आंसर इन मिक्स ऑफ हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश. आपसे क्वेश्चन इंग्लिश में पूछा जा रहा है तो आपके माइंड में एक सवाल आ रहा है कि शुड आई आंसर इन हिंदी और शुड आई आंसर इन इंग्लिश. माय आंसर इज प्लीज try to answer in English. And obviously, after speaking one or two sentences, you start feeling jittery. You're not in a position to continue in English. Doesn't matter. You can make a request, sir, please allow me to use mix of Hindi and English. There will never be a no to you. So please relax on that front and be ready to answer the questions. One more very important aspect. Generally, अगर आपसे किसी क्वेश्चन का आंसर लिख के देने के लिए कहा जाए तो आप लिख के दे सकते हैं, and it will be the correct answer. But the same question, when it is asked in an interview situation, you are not able to answer it. The reason is you don't have any practice of speaking. Because you don't have any practice of speaking, that is why even if you know the answer, you are unable to carry on with the conversation. So please practice reading out aloud for about half an hour every day. Maybe you can pick up a book, you can pick up a magazine, you can pick up a newspaper, read at normal voice, at normal level, at normal pace, so that जो आपका इनिबिशन है बोलने का वो दूर होता चला जाए. That is the reason why this reading practice is essential for you, right? First question generally is, tell us something about yourself. This slide is a preferred sequence of the content. Don't devote time on your schooling. And do not start with, sir, I belong to a very moderate background, I belong to a village background. आपको उसका कोई benefit नहीं मिलेगा. They don't bother about your village background or your farming background or anything of that sort. So please don't talk about your village background and anything of that sort. Straight away start with schooling, sir. After completing my schooling from my hometown, which is Amethi, I joined Institute of Engineering and Technology, Lucknow, to pursue my BTech in electrical engineering or mechanical engineering, जो भी आपकी ब्रांच. जब आप इंस्टीट्यूट का नाम ले रहे हैं तो आप एब्रीविएशन नहीं यूज करिए. I'm not going into details of the content of this slide. The reason is the ONGC slide reference which I have given contains all the details. Let me do one more thing. I'll log in, I'll join in from YouTube also on this device so that I can keep on writing some comments in that YouTube channel also. Just give me a moment so that I can join in from there. It'll just take me half a minute. And there is one request in the YouTube chat. 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 There is one request in the. Okay, I hope there is no echo now. Right. Now, the only request is that in the chat box, don't. Now, the only request is that in the chat box, don't. Now, the only request is that in the chat box, don't. Now, the only request is that in the chat box, don't. The only request is that in the chat box, don't. The only request is that in the chat box, don't. The only request is that in the chat box, don't. The only request is that in the chat box, don't. In the chat. I think I'll handle the question on the YouTube later. For the time being, let's carry on with what we are covering. Okay. The contents of this slide are discussed in detail. The contents of this slide are discussed in detail in the ONGC video. So please go through it so that you have answers. Don't go extra long on describing about your schooling. It doesn't make any sense at all. And they don't care. That's the reason why. And you know that NHPC is this particular recruitment is based on the gate score of 24 and 25, right? Some of the questions can be some of the other questions. Why do you want to join this organization? The reason why you want to join this organization clearly is that not because it's a high paying organization. No, that should not be the reason for you. The reason should be that you are getting a job which is related to your core discipline. That's the reason why you want to join NHPC. You're an electrical engineer, you're a mechanical engineer. There are plenty of jobs available for both these disciplines. And are there any other branches for which NHPC is calling? I think it's civil, electrical, mechanical. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Please send a message in the chat box in Zoom. Okay, right. Then there are questions like why should we select you? What do you expect will be a work profile? Work profile clearly for engineers, whether it is electrical or mechanical, it's going to be installation, commissioning during the construction phase. And once the plant is operational, then it will change over to operations and maintenance. And as far as civil engineers are concerned, definitely the core requirement, the core job responsibility will clearly be construction of the new assets and maintenance of the existing asset, right? That remains the key responsibility for the civil engineers in case we are talking about that. All right. Okay. The answers to the remaining questions, please devote time on ONGC videos so that you can get answers. The biggest question which some of you might be having is why is there a gap after 12th? Or why is there a gap after BTech? Fair enough, let there be a gap. After 12th, the gap can be attributed to, sir, I was preparing for engineering entrance exams. Or you can say, I was preparing for IIT JEE. Acceptable, कोई issue नहीं है. बहुत ज़्यादा elaborate करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. And don't try to gain sympathy. नहीं नहीं मेरी family में तबीयत खराब थी तो I was taking care of the health, this, that. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Gap after BTech, don't give any false information. बिकॉज फॉल्स इंफॉर्मेशन को सपोर्ट करना और सस्टेन करना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है, तो अवॉइड करो उसको. वट एवर इज द ट्रू पिक्चर, गिव दैट. बट वंस अगेन, डोंट ट्राई टू गेन एनी सिंपथी एंगल. उसका फायदा नहीं होगा. मत करना ऐसा, एडवांटेज नहीं मिलता उससे. ठीक है. One question here is, what if NHPC or the PSU where you work gets privatized? It doesn't matter. Business of that organization is not going to collapse now. If NHPC gets privatized, it doesn't matter. It will still continue to be a player in the power sector. So be it. So be it. Again, I'm repeating, watch the ONGC video, get answers to these questions, and tomorrow when we meet for the session on GD, raise your questions. But don't bother to raise question without watching that particular session. That is a request, and I will know whether you have watched it or not. So please devote that 1.5 hours time in making sure that you're watching that particular video. It's important. It's good for you. It will be important for you. Okay. Please write in the chat box if you're not able to hear me properly. That's a request. And I'm connecting on the YouTube also so that your questions can get answered. Right. I'm connected on the YouTube also now, and I hope you are able to hear me properly. Okay. Let's take a look at the subjects which are important for you, because that again is going to play an important role in terms of your interview. Let me come straight away to the subjects. Right. NHPC being a power generation company, clearly, see, SOM is a subject which is common for any organization for mechanical engineers. Whether you state it or not, it's important. The second important subject, in fact, one of the most important subjects would be fluid mechanics as well as fluid machinery, pumps, compressors, turbines. Now, here it will be hydro turbines, hydel turbines, right? Then I'm reordering one of the subjects. Power plant engineering becomes very important. Power plant engineering becomes very, very important, right? IC engines can be skipped. RAC and mechanical and material science can be prepared. Can be prepared. You can talk about having prepared material science. You can talk about having prepared RAC. But as I said, the focal point of discussion will be SOM, fluid mechanics, fluid machinery, and then power plant engineering. So do prepare these subjects well in case you are a mechanical engineer, right? As far as civil engineering is concerned, SOM obviously is important. CPM is important because as a civil engineer, you are responsible for managing the project. The project is underway and you are required to have multi-agency coordination. Various subcontractors are working and naturally the progress has to be as per the plan. So that's the reason why it's an important subject. Contract management can be very critical. Contract management can be very critical. Building materials is important. Soil mechanics is important. And then you can pick up any of the other subjects. Now here, I'm going to include hydrology as a subject which is important. Let me put it after soil mechanics or geotech. Here we are. Right, here we are. Okay. Fluid mechanics can be a preferred subject in this case, again, because of its importance here for the hydropower sector, right? Subjects like irrigation, rock engineering, highway engineering, transportation engineering can be skipped. Even if you have done your MTech, there can be a question, why did you opt for transportation engineering in your MTech? What is the relevance? Sir, when I was appearing for various exams, I was not able to handle the questions related to this area. So therefore, I thought, let me upgrade my knowledge and devote time in enhancing my knowledge related to this subject. And it has helped me. It has helped me. Simple answer, कोई issue नहीं है. Okay. When we talk about electrical engineers, for electrical engineers, the subjects which obviously have been always important will be electrical machines. Transformers have to be prepared. And when we say machines, we are talking about AC machines, DC machines, Synchro machines, all three. Power electronics can be prepared. Control systems can be prepared. In power systems, the generation part will be more important. Transmission obviously does not have any role in NHPC because once the power is generated, it gets handed over to the grid organization and they take care of the transmission part. But NHPC is primarily concerned with the generation part. All right. I guess that's where we'll stop in terms of the discussion on subjects, right? Uh, Before I move on to the other content, just make a note of my email ID. I'm sure all of you already have it. Those of you who have received mail for joining on the Zoom, you already have my email ID. But those of you who are on the YouTube or watching YouTube video later, you have my email ID. You can always write to me for any kind of doubt clarification. Okay. Now we move on to the next part. The next part is what do we need to know about NHPC? What do we need to know about NHPC per se? And for that, we are going to refer to two documents. The first document is obviously, and we'll start with the name of the board of directors. We'll just quickly take a look at the board of directors, and then we'll move on to the PowerPoint presentation, which is the investor presentation that I have downloaded from the website of NHPC only. It's not something which I have got from any alien source. So please go through that. Uh, the list of board of directors. Let me see if it gets rotated. No, it's not getting rotated. Doesn't matter. The name of the chairman and managing director is Mr. Bhupender Gupta. This is the name which you have to remember. This is a name which you have to remember. The name of the director projects is Sanjay Kumar Singh, and the name of director technical is Mr. Adhikari. Then we have director finance and director personnel. This person, Mr. Mahesh Kumar Sharma, is holding additional charge of director personnel. He is the director finance as well as director HR. And there is a government nominee director, name is Mr. Divakar Nath Mishra. But the most important name that you need to remember is the name of the chairman and managing director. Shri Bhupender Gupta is the name of the chairman and managing director. There could be a question related to the name of the managing director. They just want to see how interested are you in the organization, right? Then we go to the investor presentation. Now, this is one document. I'm going to be sharing it with you also in the by way of a mail which you will receive. Again, for those who are watching on the YouTube channel, they must send a mail. Only then they'll be able to receive it. DK Arora at gmail.in. Medeasy.in, that's the name of that's my email ID. Send a mail so that you are able to receive the content which is meaningful for you, which is useful for you. Okay. This particular document is extremely useful, and in fact, by just going through this document, you are ready to face any questions related to NHPC. We'll just run through the contents. Where is NHPC standing today? Now, this is a document which was shared by NHPC in the month of May 26. That's a time when they had this investor conference, and that's where they shared their updated performance, right? NHPC as an organization was incorporated in the year 1975, as mentioned in this particular sheet. It's a Navratna PSU. It got the Navratna status in August 24. It's been 2 years now almost, right? Has its presence across 15 states and 2 union territories. Obviously, the union territories that we are talking about are Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh, right? It has 16.5% share of the installed hydroelectric power capacity in India as on 31st March. Now, this date is important. Whenever we talk about any date, any data, it is always with reference to a date. As on this date, this was the total installed capacity. The total installed capacity on 31st of March 2026 was 51,415 megawatts, and NHPC had close to 16.5% share, more than 16.5, that is 8,520, right? It is present in consultancy business, it is into power trading, and it also has international business opportunities, right? This particular map is representing the various locations where the operational power stations, power generating utilities of NHPC are located. The map clearly indicates that wherever there is a triangle, these are the projects under construction. The additional capacity that is going to be getting added is 9,204 megawatts. Now, this particular map is showing operating power stations with a capacity of 9,333 megawatt, which is as on May 26. The data in the slide is as on 31st of March 26. So don't get mixed up. Don't get mixed up. Right? Installed capacity, it is also present in solar and wind. The total installed capacity of solar and wind is 562 megawatts. The details are available later, but that's sufficient to mention here, right? The under construction plants add up to 9,204, but projects which are awaiting clearances, that's another 10,263, right? Don't worry, they are not going to ask you about these details. The two numbers that you need to remember, one is 8,771 megawatts hydro capacity, which is at present operational as on 31st of May 2026, and 562 megawatts of solar and wind capacity, which is again as on 31st of May, right? The total of these two figures is 9,333 megawatts. Okay. Statistical information in terms of the generation, financial highlights are important. Now, for us, the most important figure is the total income of NHPC is this particular number, 12,686 crores. 12,686 crores. This is the number which is to be remembered by you, right? And then the other figure which is important is profit after tax. And that number is 4,220. The two numbers that you need to remember, A, 12,686 crores, which is the total turnover of the company, and second is profit after tax, which is 4,220 crores. Okay. Statement of assets and liability, that's not for you, that's for the chartered accountants. Forget it, not needed. This is the sheet where you can just try to remember it. Okay, then there are various subsidiaries of the one subsidiary of NHPC is NHDC. Okay, the financial highlights are given. Again, don't spend time, forget about it. You need to focus on NHPC. Consolidated capacity of its own and subsidiaries is what you need to be remembering, right? Expected additions are mentioned here, that year after year, these are the additions which are likely to be taking place, right? And this is capital expenditure. Again, they are not going to ask you any questions related to that. But this particular sheet is important. In this sheet, they are talking about the plants which have been commissioned in the financial year 25-26. That means from 1st of April 2025 up to 31st of March 2026. So this sheet can be read carefully, and if you can remember some of the contents, it will be good for you. Okay. Remember that this PDF is going to be shared with you. This is a list of the projects which are currently under construction. You can try to remember one or two of them. There is a mega project of 1,000 megawatts in Arunachal Pradesh. There is a 500 megawatt project in Sikkim on Teesta. Then there is another 2,880 megawatt project in Arunachal Pradesh, right? And it is not just a hydropower generation project, but it is also a flood moderation scheme. So that's why it's a very important project for us. Okay. Some other hydro projects under construction again have been listed here. There was a mention about projects under clearance. So this is the list of projects which are under clearance. Forget, don't remember, don't spend your time in remembering about it. There are too much of data. You can ignore, you can skip it. Okay. I am also quickly running. Important thing is, which are the solar projects which are under construction or which are executed. A 100 megawatt solar power project is likely to be commissioned in June 26, right? This is in Andhra Pradesh. NHPC has presence in Andhra Pradesh. A 200 megawatt project, grid connected solar photovoltaic power project, is likely to be commissioned in the month of June. Maybe there is a little delay, but that's it. And then there is another 40 megawatt project which is coming up, which is likely to be commissioned maybe another 3-4 months down the line. Then there are some other projects under construction. Again, you can skip. The ones which are close to execution are what you require to be remembering. Okay. Pump storage project scheme again is important. This is a concept where solar power is utilized to pump up the water by giving it a head, so that during the off sunshine mode, it can be used for generating power. Right? present in number of places. They are present in, let's take a look at the states. Maharashtra, they are adding a total capacity of 7,500 megawatt. But of course, these are projects under various stages. They are under various stages. Andhra Pradesh, it's a joint venture between NHPC and the AP Genco, the Andhra Pradesh Power Generation Company. They are working on adding 3,270 megawatts. In case of Madhya Pradesh, it's 640 megawatts. Then Odisha, they are adding 2020 megawatt. But these are all projects at various stages, at detailed project report, at some clearances obtained, some DPR under preparation, and so on. Okay. In Gujarat, they have submitted a project feasibility report. In Rajasthan, there are project feasibility reports that have been submitted. Projects under operation. Now, this is a slide which you can take a look at and try to remember some of the biggest hydel projects which are under operation. 690 megawatt project at Salal in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Right? This was commissioned in 1987. If we take a look at some of the most recently installed, this is in ascending order of the dates. I think the latest one is, this is okay. In April 2025, which is in Parbati, which is Parbati 2 unit, 800 megawatt in Himachal Pradesh, right? The data related to Subansiri Lower project in Assam and Arunachal Pradesh with a total capacity of 1000 megawatt, the data has not been shared. It will be shared after full commissioning of the project. It is under commissioning, right? The total standalone wind energy generation by wind and solar is 400 megawatts, split into 50-50, 50 megawatts of solar in Jaisalmer, 50 megawatts of solar in Dindigul in Tamil Nadu, and 300 megawatt of solar in Bikaner in Rajasthan. Right? Then there are some subsidiary-based projects which are under operations, and there is a complete list. Try to absorb as much as possible from this particular presentation. Even if you don't read anything else about NHPC, you are good to go. You are good to go. Okay. Now, I want you to raise your hand so that you can ask questions, if any. Please raise your hand so that you can ask questions, or you can write in the chat box. You are permitted to write in the chat box, I'm sure. You can try to write. Yes, you can. Yes, Hemant, please unmute. You can unmute. आप अनम्यूट करें हेमंत. बेटा आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा मेरे को. I have already unmuted you. I can't hear you. Or write in the chat box. You can write in the chat box. You are already connected on Zoom. You can just write in the chat box, please. There is no active. Yes, okay. Yes, Hemant, please write your question. Or you can unmute. You are permitted to unmute. There is no problem. And in case there is anybody who is watching on the YouTube, you want to raise a question, please write in the chat box. I'll be able to. I'm looking at it.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, beta. Tell me.
Sir, I have some question regarding the bio.com, sir.
बोलिए.
In that biodata form, they have mentioned about the vocational training. So,
Come again.
sir, in biodata form,
Hmm.
so they have mentioned about the vocational
Vocational
training.
training or internship.
Some, uh,
See, this is the training which you have undergone as a part of your course curriculum. Maybe it is after your second year or after the third year. That is what
yes,
they
sir.
mean by vocational training. If any of you can share the biodata form with me, I'll bring it on the screen so that I can discuss the contents of that also.
सर
If
मैंने आपको व्हाट्सएप किया सर जी.
व्हाट्सएप किया है तो मेरे को देखना पड़ेगा। व्हाट्सएप मेल कर सकते हो क्या?
सर लेट मी डू सर. मैं
मेल
करता
कर
हूँ
दो
सर जी
बेटा।
आपको मेल.
मेल कर दो, इट विल
ओके
बी
सर जी.
मच इजियर फॉर मी टू लोकेट।
ओके सर जी. लेट मी गिव सम सेकंड्स सर.
प्लीज।
ओके सर.
I'm just waiting. Okay. In the meantime,
ओके
is
सर.
there any other question in the chat? Devendra, I'll talk about psychometric test also. I will talk about psychometric also. I intend doing that after taking up the application form. नदीम, एक बार मैं बेटा देख लूं, उसके बाद आपके क्वेश्चन का आंसर करता हूं।
सर आई हैव सेंड यू. प्लीज चेक सर.
मैं आई जस्ट चेक।
ओके सर जी.
मेल नहीं आया बेटा अभी तक तो। हाँ, आ गया आ गया। लूसीफर सिंह, राइट?
यस सर.
ओके, आपने दो मेल्स भेजे हैं।
सर दोनों बोथ आर सेम सर.
सेम है, ठीक है ठीक है
यस सर.
ठीक है। और अगर कॉल का लेटर जो है, कॉल मेल है, वो भी अगर फॉरवर्ड कर दोगे तो वो भी अच्छा रहेगा।
इंटरव्यू कॉल लेटर सर.
हाँ,
ओके सर जी.
अगर
डेफिनेटली
उसमें
सर.
कोई खास चीज देखने वाली है तो।
ओके सर. लेट मी डू दैट सर.
ओके।
यस सर आई हैव सेंड इट सर.
ठीक है ठीक है। आई एम जस्ट ब्रिंगिंग इट।
यस सर.
ओके, तीन डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं, एक चेकलिस्ट है और एक बायोडाटा फॉर्म और एक ये जो कॉल लेटर है। ठीक है बेटा, ठीक है।
यस
मैं
सर.
एक एक करके आई जस्ट टेक अ लुक एट इट।
यस सर.
बट हेमंत, आपका ये पर्सनलाइज्ड है तो मैं इसको पूरे डॉक्यूमेंट को एज इट इज नहीं शेयर कर सकता। इट
यस सर.
कैरीज योर नेम एंड एड्रेस। आई डोंट वांट टू डू दैट इफ अनलेस इट्स ओके विद यू। ठीक है, मैं कोशिश करता हूँ वो दिखे नहीं।
यस
ओके,
सर.
आई विल स्टार्ट विद द कॉल लेटर। I'll start with the call letter, right?
यस सर.
I hope all of you are able to see it. Uh, Important aspect is please bring with you the following documents in original and a complete set of photocopy duly attested. Now, this definition of duly attested is it is to be self attested. It is not to be attested by anybody else, but it is to be self-attested, right? Valid identity proof with a photograph and a photocopy of that. It can be Aadhaar card, it can be PAN card, it can be voter ID, it can be passport. Your 10th class mark sheet, which is mark sheet or certificate, which is the only acceptable proof of age, date of birth. 12th क्लास का मार्कशीट और सर्टिफिकेट, गेट का स्कोर कार्ड नेसेसरी है, 24 है, 24 के बेस पे है तो 24 का, 25 के बेस पे है तो 25 का, ये लेके जाना जरूरी है। क्वालिफाइंग मार्कशीट, आपके बीटेक का क्वालिफाइंग मार्कशीट, जिसमें अगर जो भी डिटेल्स हैं वो लेके जानी है। इफ यू आर फ्रॉम एनी category, that means OBC non-creamy layer or SC or ST or PWPD, then the relevant caste certificate has to be carried. PWPD certificate in the latest prescribed format has to be carried in case you are belonging to that category. Duly filled in travel allowance form is to be filled up. The important content of that TA form is that your account name, account number, the IFSC code must be clearly filled in. They don't give you cash reimbursement. They don't give you a check which can be deposited in the account. So this is a must. And they will deposit the money only if the account is in your name, not in the name of your guardian. NOC in case you are working in a government organization. Now, they're very clearly written, candidates employed with central government government departments, PSUs, autonomous bodies have to attach a scanned copy of NOC with the testimonials with their application form. In case NOC is not ready till the last date of application, then they'll have to produce it on the date of the GDPI. तो ये mandatory है. ड्यूली फिल्ड इन बायोडाटा फॉर्म, इसको बिल्कुल क्लियर लिखा है कि टू बी टाइप्ड, टू बी टाइप, और इसके 8 कॉपीज लेके जाने हैं। आपने एक फॉर्म को भर दिया, उसके 8 प्रिंट आउट ले लेना, सिग्नेचर हर एक पे अपने ओरिजिनल करना। ऐसा ना हो कि आप एक पे सिग्नेचर करके और उसकी फोटोकॉपी सिग्नेचर चले, नहीं, आप एक फॉर्म भरिए पूरा, उसकी 8 कॉपीज ले लीजिए भरने के बाद, और फिर उसके ऊपर सिग्नेचर करिए, हर कॉपी पे सिग्नेचर करना है, राइट? Probably they are looking at these 8 copies, one for each of the panel members. It's a possibility, right? Specimen of the caste disability certificate is already sent by them. You will be reimbursed to and fro 3-tier, third AC rail fare or bus fare as per actual by the shortest route on production of the ticket, not without the production of the ticket, right? It will be subject to production of all the relevant certificates. Call letter is enclosed. Okay. So as far as this part is concerned, I hope there are no queries. Let me check the chat. In case there are any queries, maybe I'll address. You have received, Mr. Samsung, your name. Without your name, I can't address you.
Sir, point number K.
हाँ बेटा,
Point number K.
बेटा आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है, ब्रेक हो रही है आपकी आवाज। If somebody has not received the call letter, maybe you can call up their HR department. And anyway, you still have about a week before the interviews begin, so you might as well get it by then. Otherwise, Nadeem, point K of which one? Your the call letter? Let me see. Point K, what is it? Point K is specimen of the caste or disability or EWS certificate. आपको आपकी कौन सी कैटेगरी है बेटा? What is your category? OBC NCL. See, there is a standard format of OBC NCL. If you have got it as per it's a central government OBC format. You can download it from the website of UPSC also, or you can download it from the website of NHPC. अगर enclose नहीं किया है तो आपको मिल जाएगा NHPC की वेबसाइट पे. Don't worry, it's a very standard format, कोई issue नहीं है. But they have specified a date within which it should be issued. So that is what you have to comply with. Do you have a specific query with regard to this certificate? If you want, आपकी आवाज ब्रेक कर रही है, अदरवाइज अनम्यूट तो करने के लिए कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं थी. अप्रैल के बाद बनवाया है, अप्रैल 2026 के बाद बनवाया है, तो वो तो एक्सेप्टेबल शायद नहीं होगा, शायद नहीं होगा। आपके पास पिछले साल का नहीं बना हुआ? क्योंकि दीज वैकेंसीज वर अनाउंस्ड प्रोबेबली बिफोर 31 मार्च 2026। तो अगर 2026 मार्च से पहले के हैं तो फिर कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है बेटा, फिर तो आप दोनों अपने साथ ले जाना। आपके पास पिछले साल का भी है तो दोनों अपने साथ ले जाओ, कोई इश्यू नहीं है, डोंट वरी, डोंट वरी। हाइड्रोलिक मशीन के डिजाइन से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस सिविल में नहीं होंगे, बट देयर कैन बी क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड टू द डिजाइन ऑफ द पेनस्टॉक एक्सेट्रा, बिकॉज दैट इज अ सिविल इंजीनियरिंग रिलेटेड एस्पेक्ट, देयर कैन बी। ओके, राइट। अब आते हैं आपका जो दूसरा डॉक्यूमेंट है, दैट इज बायोडेटा फॉर्म। मैं अभी बायोडाटा फॉर्म भी खोल रहा हूं और फिर शेयर करके एक एक करके इस पर डिस्कस करते हैं। डाउट्स नहीं रहने चाहिए। दिस सेशन इज मेंट ओनली टू एड्रेस these doubts. They are very important. You should not go with a doubt in your mind. Right. Here is the biodata form. I'm sure you are able to see. मैं अपना वीडियो ऑफ कर देता हूँ. It's not important. My audio is more important. Video is not important. ब्रिजेश, आप एनएचपीसी के एचआर डिपार्टमेंट में फोन कर लें या उनको मेल डाल दें, दे विल सेंड इट टू यू, डोंट वरी। इफ देर इज एन ऑप्शन टू डाउनलोड इट, यू कैन डाउनलोड इट फ्रॉम द वेबसाइट। ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द बायोडेटा फॉर्म। ये क्या हो गया? Yes, it is visible now. Attach your passport size photograph. It can be a current passport size photograph. Your name, write in capital letters. Okay, it has to be filled up. You see, this document, when you download it, you will be able to edit it. So fill up using a suitable editor so that there is no mix-up. Your name, NHPC registration number, you would have received it. The post applied for as per the advertisement, the date of birth, DD, MM, YY. YY means YYYY. Father's name or husband's name as applicable, your registered mobile number, registered email ID. When you're writing your email ID, please fill up in capital letters. Please write in capital letters. I'll always, whenever I have to intimate somebody about my email, I always write in capital letters ताकि कोई ambiguity ना रहे. DK Arora @madeeasy.in. हमेशा इस चीज का ध्यान रखना, कभी भी ईमेल आईडी को स्मॉल या रनिंग में मत लिखना, कैपिटल लेटर में लिखना ताकि कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो समझने में. ओके, इसको करें क्लोज. राइट, लेट्स मूव ऑन. कैटेगरी एज एप्लीकेबल, एक मिनट इसको हटा देते हैं आपको. Category as applicable, you have to fill up general, OBC, EWS, SC, ST, or whatever. And then there is a specific question, do you belong to physically handicapped category? You have to answer yes or no. If the answer is yes, then what is the type of the disablement? Is it orthopedic? Is it optical? Is it cerebral palsy or whatever? So whatever is the type of disablement, you have to specify. Are you a NHPC employee? If yes, then you have to give the details. Your domicile, the state to which you belong. They are not asking you to bring the domicile certificate. There are no reservations for states. So it's just a matter of information that they are asking you for it. Nationality, again, Indian in more often than not. Religion as applicable, marital status, single, married, widow, widower, whatever. gender, male, female, gate score, this is score out of 1,000. So for clarity, you can write 598 out slash 1,000 so that there is no ambiguity, right? Then the educational background details starting with 10th class, 10th, 12th, and then BTech. And if you have done MTech, then you write about MTech. Otherwise, you can skip it. Vocational training is related to your training, which is a part of your course curriculum. In case after completing a BTech, you have gone for any apprenticeship training, which is a paid apprenticeship training that can come in the work experience. That can come as a part of work experience. Languages known, speak, read, write. Now here, थोड़ा सा careful रहना पड़ेगा, थोड़ा सा caution है. Let me write down. Let's say Hindi. Now you can read, speak, you can read as well as speak, right? तो मैं रीड वाले कॉलम में यस लिख देता हूं, स्पीक वाले कॉलम में भी यस लिख दूंगा, और राइट वाले कॉलम में भी यस लिख दूंगा. सेम थिंग गोज फॉर इंग्लिश ऑल्सो. Right? Now, in my case, when I write my third language, which is Punjabi, I'm giving it as an example. I cannot write. So I'm writing no here. I can read. I can barely read, but I'll write yes here. And I can speak. This is what needs to be filled up. This is the way it is required to be filled up. If there is a fourth language, you can always add up. You can always add up, right? You can add another row and you can write the fourth language also. So this is the way it is required to be filled up. All right. Removing all these additions here. Moving forward. The past work experience, the name of the organization, the position held, and nature of job. Position held means your designation. Nature of job means the responsibility given to you. You have to write it in very brief. It is supervisory, it is O&M, it is design, like that. Okay. Job period from to DDMMYY to DDMMYY. Scale of pay if it is applicable. Otherwise, you can simply write 3.5 lakhs per annum without any breakup. Responsibilities में थोड़ी सी एक दो लाइन में लिख सकते हो जितना स्पेस दिया हुआ है. Okay. If there is only one organization in which you have worked, you write down, you fill up only the top line. If you have not worked in any organization, simply write here. Again, I'm illustrating because this is the common mistake made. You can simply write. You can write here, not applicable. You can write it in full. See, they should not get a feeling that you have not seen this particular column. That's the reason why it is important to write not applicable. I hope you are getting it. Otherwise, एक और भी तरीका है. You can cross like this. But in a Word document, it may not be possible. So it's better that you simply write not applicable in the top line. It will take care. It will take care. Okay. Let's move forward. Extracurricular activities. Extracurricular activities are the ones which do not connect with your course curriculum. Sports, games, debates, quiz, society responsibilities, any kind of membership of professional societies, all these are extracurricular activities. You can mention it. But एक चीज का ध्यान रखो, कभी भी overstate मत करो. Don't overstate. Write what is actually applicable. Write what is genuinely applicable. बढ़ा चढ़ा के कभी मत लिखो, नुकसान हो जाता है. Okay. Then the family details, father, Names are not asked. Age, occupation, if he's working, you write working in private sector or working in government, his qualification, as the case may be, and address, district or state जिसमें वो रहते हैं. Same thing for mother and your siblings. Permanent address, again with pin code, present address with pin code. Undertaking, obviously, you have to clearly, it has to be no only, otherwise you are not going to be in the race at all. Certify that the information given is true to the best of my knowledge and belief. यहां पे सिग्नेचर आपने पूरा भरने के बाद प्रिंट निकालोगे तब करने हैं. नेम आप प्री टाइप कर सकते हो, डेट आप प्री टाइप कर सकते हो, बट सिग्नेचर हर कॉपी पे अपने फ्रेश करना है. नीचे वाला पार्ट आपने कुछ नहीं लिखना, वो ऑफिस वाला है. ट्रैवल एक्सपेंस क्लेम फॉर्म इसी का पार्ट है. पोस्ट अप्लाइड फॉर, नेम ऑफ द कैंडिडेट, एनएचपीसी रजिस्ट्रेशन. यहां पे मैंने जैसा कहा था, बैंक अकाउंट नंबर एंड आईएफएससी कोड, these are important. These are important. And then bank name and branch. Okay. Account number, IFSC code, and the name of the bank and branch is required to be filled up here. Branch का एड्रेस की जरूरत नहीं है, सिर्फ ब्रांच काफी है. And then the details of the journey. प्री टाइप कर लो, प्री फिल करके लेके जाओ, आसान रहेगा. Okay. This is for office use, and that's it. I guess that's what takes care of the application form. Now, I'm stopping the share because that's not needed now. Okay. There are few messages which have come. एक सेकेंड बेटा. ब्रिजेश मिल गया है, चलो, थैंक यू, गुड फॉर यू. जीमेल में ऑप्शन रहता है ड्राफ्ट ऑल मेल्स के नीचे स्पैम. बेटा नदीम, मैं आपका मैसेज समझ नहीं पा रहा हूं. ड्राफ्ट इज व्हेन इट हैज नॉट बीन सेंट. स्पैम आई एम नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड. नदीम, आप एक बार अनम्यूट करके बोलने की कोशिश करो, शायद सुनाई दे जाए इस बार. ओके, ठीक है बेटा, ठीक है, चलिए. ओके. एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस? एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस प्लीज?
यस सर.
हाँ बेटा, बोलो.
सर जी, जो वोकेशनल ट्रेनिंग है उसकी जगह मैंने समर इंटर्नशिप ट्रेनिंग जो की थी मैंने थर्ड ईयर में.
हाँ, वही लिखनी है बेटा.
हाँ, वही लिखनी है सर.
बिल्कुल वही लिखनी है.
सर मैंने इसमें डिस्क्रिप्शन में इसने बोला ये पर्टिकुलर्स, इसमें जो मैंने ऐसा बोला इसमें समर वोकेशनल ट्रेनिंग एट छबरा थर्मल पावर प्रोजेक्ट राजस्थान राज्य विद्युत उत्पादन निगम, ये इसका
ठीक है.
डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिख दिया सर.
ठीक है.
तो सर एक जो इसका है इसमें सर्कुलर एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज है सर.
हाँ,
इसमें मैंने मेंशन किया है सर. लेट मी जस्ट आपको बताता हूँ.
क्या लिखा है?
एक मिनट, एक है सर, जस्ट आई एम टेलिंग यू सर.
बेटा आप लोग मेरे को अपना फॉर्म भर के मेल कर सकते हैं.
यस सर. मैंने इसमें लिखा है सर पहला.
I'll edit it and make suggestions.
यस सर, मैंने पहला इसमें लिखा रेगुलर.
I'll always welcome that. You
Yes,
don't
sir.
have to worry.
यस सर. सर मैंने इसमें पहला पॉइंट लिखा रेगुलर प्रैक्टिशनर ऑफ द योगा एंड सटकर्मा एंड एक्टिव टेबल टेनिस प्लेयर एंड
दो अलग अलग लाइनों में लिखो.
यस सर.
योगा अलग है, टेबल टेनिस अलग है.
यस सर. नहीं सर, मैंने सर एक पॉइंट में तो ये लिखा सर रेगुलर प्रैक्टिशनर और ऑफ द योगा एंड सटकर्मा, दैट इज द बॉडी.
हाँ ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
यस सर.
कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है बेटा.
सेकंड सर टेबल टेनिस प्लेयर.
ठीक है.
थर्ड पॉइंट इज सर रिप्रेजेंटेड माय कॉलेज इन इंटर एनआईटी टेबल टेनिस टूर्नामेंट्स. And the next point is represent my college at the international day of yoga celebrated on 21 June.
बेटा इन चीजों को ना बोलने के लिए रखो.
यस सर.
इंटरनेशनल योगा डे के बारे में बोलने के लिए रखो. उनको भी तो सवाल पूछने के लिए कुछ चाहिए ना.
यस सर.
समझ गए ना मेरी बात?
ओके सर.
ठीक है. 15 से 20 मिनट का क्लिपिंग है हॉबीज के बारे में, जो एचपीसीएल के वीडियो में है. उसका एग्जैक्ट स्टार्ट टाइम भी दिया हुआ है, जो मेल आपको गई है. उसको जरूर देख लेना,
ओके सर जी।
उससे आपको तैयार करने में बहुत हेल्प मिलेगी।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सो मच सर।
See, all these contents which I'm asking you to watch, it is only so that I can devote lot of time in interacting with you. क्योंकि
यस
वो
सर।
चीज तो ऑलरेडी दी हुई है, वो तो ऑलरेडी है आपके पास, तो इसलिए उसको खुद वॉच करो। और
ओके
कल
सर।
जब मिलेंगे,
यस
देन यू
सर।
रेज क्वेश्चंस।
ओके सर।
कल भी हम 8 बजे स्टार्ट करेंगे, पर आई
ओके
होप
सर।
देर इज नो प्रॉब्लम।
नो सर।
बस फिर खाना वाना खा के आराम से बैठना।
यस सर।
ठीक है, 1.5 घंटे का रिकॉर्डेड सेशन चलेगा। आई विल बी प्रेजेंट, यू कैन कीप आस्किंग योर क्वेश्चंस इन द चैट, कोई इशू नहीं है। बट देन इंटरव्यू रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस वी विल टेक अप आफ्टर दैट।
यस सर।
बट आप वीडियोस वॉच जरूर कर लेना, मेरा ये रिक्वेस्ट है, और आपकी परफॉर्मेंस के लिए है बेटा। दैट्स ऑल।
यस सर।
ओके, ठीक है।
यस
और
सर।
कोई क्वेश्चन? ब्रिजेश, आपका स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन क्या है एनओसी के बारे में बेटा? इफ आप कहाँ पे काम कर रहे हैं, यू कैन अनम्यूट एंड टेल मी, प्लीज अनम्यूट एंड टेल।
हेलो।
यस बेटा, बोलिए।
हाँ नमस्ते सर।
नमस्ते बेटा।
हाँ सर, मैं बीएसएनएल में सर जॉब करता हूँ।
हाँ,
बट सर मेरा सर एनओसी सर नहीं मिला बीएसएनएल पे, तो उसके लिए सर क्या मतलब
सुनो
करना
मेरी
चाहिए?
बात, आपने अप्लाई किया हुआ एनओसी के लिए?
एनओसी के लिए सर अप्लाई किया हुआ है।
किया हुआ है, किसी ने उसके ऊपर रिसीविंग दी है आपको?
नहीं सर।
नहीं, तो फिर आपने बाय मेल एनओसी के लिए अप्लाई किया है या क्या है?
वो तो सर मैंने सर बस लेटर ही सर दिया है ऑफलाइन।
हाँ,
मैंने सर ऑफलाइन सर लेटर ही दिया था।
ऑफलाइन लेटर किसको एड्रेस करके, एचआर को?
यस सर, मतलब अपने एचआर सेक्शन में।
नहीं, तो कितनी देर हो गई है आपको रिक्वेस्ट किए हुए?
अभी सर जब सर एप्लीकेशन इसका आया था एनएचपीसी का अप्रैल महीने
हम्म,
में, तब
जब
अप्रैल
एनएचपीसी
में।
का ऐड आया था तब दिया था?
यस सर, यस सर।
ओके, और आप कब से काम कर रहे हैं बीएसएनएल में?
बीएसएनएल में सर मैं 2018 से सर जॉब कर रहा हूँ।
तो आपको तो बहुत साल हो गए हैं, तो फिर तो आपको मना करना ही नहीं चाहिए उन्हें।
यस सर।
तो क्यों मना क्यों कर रहे हैं?
अभी सर इसके लिए सर क्या करना चाहिए सर? मतलब सिलेक्शन के बाद सर अगर हम रिजाइन करके जाते
बेटा
हैं तो सब
आपको,
चीजें।
देखो, रिजाइन करोगे वो तो रोक सकते ही नहीं ना। रिजाइन करो, आप नोटिस पीरियड दो और पैसे दे के निकल जाओगे, उसमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है। आपका बॉन्ड वॉन्ड तो कोई है नहीं,
यस सर।
तो
बॉन्ड
निकलने
नहीं
में कोई
सर।
प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। बट प्रॉब्लम ये है कि ये आपको इंटरव्यू देने देंगे या नहीं देने देंगे, दैट इज अ बिग क्वेश्चन ना। प्रॉब्लम ये है, आप कहाँ पे पोस्टेड हो?
मैं सर असम में पोस्टेड हूँ।
असम से दिल्ली आना पड़ेगा ना इंटरव्यू देने के लिए तो।
यस सर, यस सर, यस सर।
और अगर इंटरव्यू नहीं देने देंगे तो आने जाने का खर्चा अलग लगेगा।
यस सर।
तो आप क्या कहते हैं, एचआर वाले क्यों नहीं दे रहे हैं?
एचआर वाले सर मतलब कुछ क्या प्रॉब्लम हो तो सर मुझे भी नहीं पता है, बट
आप एक
कुछ।
बार उनसे मिलो और उनको रिक्वेस्ट कर दो कि एक लेटर ये दे दें कि इट इज अंडर प्रोसेस, बस।
यस सर।
अगर वो लेटर भी आपको दे देते हैं, रेफरेंस योर रिक्वेस्ट फॉर एनओसी
यस
फॉर
सर।
अपीयरिंग इन एनएचपीसी इंटरव्यू, योर रिक्वेस्ट इज अंडर प्रोसेस, ये लेके आ जाना और उनको बोलना कि ये मेरे को उन्होंने दिया है अभी। दैट्स इट।
यस सर।
बट
यस सर।
एनएचपीसी वालों को ये बोलना कि सर मैं अंडरटेकिंग देता हूं कि जब मेरी सिलेक्शन हो जाएगी तो मैं वहां से प्रॉपर रिलीविंग लेटर लेने के बाद ही ज्वाइन करूंगा।
यस सर। यस सर।
बस ये अंडरटेकिंग आप उनको दे देना। बट ये कोशिश करो ये लेटर मिल जाए आपको कि भाई अंडर
अगर
अंडर
सर
प्रोसेस।
बाय बाय द वे सर अगर नहीं मिलता है तो अंडरटेकिंग सर देने से हो जाएगा?
कोई जरूरी नहीं है बेटा, ये एनएचपीसी के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा बेटा, इसके बारे में मैं कुछ कह नहीं सकता, क्योंकि ये सब चीजें ना उन्हीं के हाथ में होती हैं। ठीक है,
यस सर।
ओके।
ओके सर, ट्राई करेंगे, एक बार देखेंगे।
ठीक है बेटा, ठीक है, ठीक है। विकास कुमार ऑन यूट्यूब, माई कैटेगरी इज एससी, वी हैव टू ब्रिंग एज पर द फॉर्मेट ऑफ एनएचपीसी। बेटा आप अपने पास जिस फॉर्मेट में आपका सर्टिफिकेट है उसको कंपेयर करो एनएचपीसी के फॉर्मेट के साथ, दोनों आइडेंटिकल होंगे, दोनों में अंतर होगा ही नहीं कोई, राइट? And somebody, Mr. Monkey has written, I got BARC but would like to study ESC with it. My dear friend, we keep advertising, we keep writing in the Medici Telegram groups n number of times. Every now and then I'm conducting sessions to have a discussion about the pros and cons of various PSUs. please join. I'll be conducting once again, maybe after another 2 days, because there are some more candidates who are in the same boat. So we'll have a discussion once again after 2 days or so. So please send a mail to me so that your name can be included and you can be called for this discussion. Okay? Because एक line में मैं answer लिख दूंगा तो it will not be a fully satisfactory answer for you, because one needs to take a look at what are the conditions based on which you are wanting to know about it. Okay? Right? Okay. Any other query? Tomorrow evening from 8 o'clock, we will have the session about GD and psychometric test. So please make sure that you join. That session will not be available on YouTube. At this point, I'm closing the session and we'll meet again tomorrow. All right? My best wishes to all of you. But once again, my parting statement is watch the 2 videos which I have talked about. Let me do one more thing. Let me bring it on the slide for the benefit of those who have joined from YouTube so that you can take a look at it. Okay? Let me just put those 2 links on the slide. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm just giving you the links so that you can take a snapshot or whichever way, or you can search it in the Made Easy YouTube channel. I'm giving the start and the end time of the 2 sessions which you have to be watching. Let me just put it on the screenshot on the slide so that you can easily take a look at it. I'm trying to make it as readable as possible. Let me just share this slide so that you can take a look at it, and then we'll close the session. Here we are. I hope it's clearly readable. Make use of it for those who are on YouTube so that you are able to get it going, right? Civil Teach Solution fans, Mr. Whatever your name is, it's too early to start preparing for SSC. Complete your 4 semesters, start from the 5th semester in a slow mode and gear up from 7th semester onwards in full steam. That is what would be the situation. Okay. All right. I think with this, we will call it an end to today's session. See you again tomorrow from 8 o'clock. Be present. That is a request. And don't do any other work at that time. All right. Thank you once again. My best wishes and prepare.
Thank you, sir.